TS on Construct, you've seen it before. It's the first team to 50 kills. The Rockets up top, Sniper down low, and of course the camo is going to be popping every 2 minutes. Guys, we got to start this one up with Pistola as soon as we can get to him, Genius. Right now we're on Ogre 2, and we'll see how Final Boss's opening strategy fares here on Team Slayer. We saw it pay off in King of the Hill.
Ogre 2 normally just goes up his own open purple, and then he goes to lobby, and then he tries to put in shots to help Pistola get the Rockets.
It's a great strategy, because obviously in this game, the Rockets are going to dictate who gets up early, and if Triggers down or Final Boss gets Triggers down now has the Rockets, they're going to build an early lead.
We got Rockets in the hands of Triggers down to start this game, all tied up 4-4. They got the sword spawn.
Hysteria just throwing rockets around.
You know, he had no shield, just trying to stay alive, and it paid off because he saved his teammates who were in sword as well. You got Neighbor pushing out to open street. It's Hysteria trying to get set up on close street, and you got Final Boss trapped mid-gold here.
Yeah, and that is the last place you want to be on this map. You do not ever want to be trapped mid-gold. There's really nothing you can do about it. It's just some bad spawns, but your goal then is to get down low and regroup.
VictorX trying to push up the open ramp, and he wins his battle against Hysteria. That was huge for Final Boss. Now they can spawn up top. You got Pistola and Ogre 2 all up top, and FearItSelf just came up close street.
Now that was a big push for Final Boss. Now they have top control, and Triggers down is forced to air up the purples and FearItSelf with an incredible route right there, Chris, getting behind Triggers down.
Yeah, right now Final Boss is just playing great. The baiting and switching of Final Boss right now is just fantastic. It's really confusing Triggers down. 1
kill game as FearItSelf picks up the 15th kill for FB. He's going to be taken down by Neighbor. Let's head back over with TD. I want to check out Totz. He's in the lobby. Triggers down, just looking for Final Boss. Can't find him as Totz finally sees him on close street, and he calls out the other 2 guys coming up open.
Now that's because Final Boss just orchestrated a take-back strat where they sent 2 guys open street and 2 guys close street, and that's why Totz didn't see him right away.
Trying to get the pinch. Totz calling out the guy in open purple, and there is the camo. It just came up. Ogre 2 is going to chase after Neighbors, so the camo out of play, and we're still watching Totz holding down the top here for TD.
Yeah, and right now TD's in a really good position. They've got guys on the streets. They got a guy kind of watching back gold, and they're watching the sword right now. Hopefully for FB to get back on top, they're going to orchestrate another good push.
And the camo's not up for another 2 minutes, so they're pretty much safe.
Next thing up is a sniper rifle. We'll see if Triggers down uses their bait strategy that I saw at the 6-team land. Normally they like to just hold the streets, get a guy on close street, get a guy on open street, and wait for FB to go for it. But Final Boss able to lift up back gold most of this game, guys. What's TD doing? They're not really locking it down.
No, they're really just focusing more on the purples and lobby than back gold. I think their thinking is they can trap them back gold, and when they're all there, make a charge that way instead of going back there and guarding it.
So despite what we've seen when it comes to map positioning, it looks like TD has had better map positioning throughout the game, but Final Boss just had another great comeback strat, and now the game is all tied up. TD retaking the lead here as Ogre 2's trying to get set up back sword. VictorX needs to get up top and help his teammates.
Well, the last thing you ever want to do is give an Ogre time to think and put his strats together. I mean, they're too intelligent and they're too naturally gifted. You got to keep the pressure on them at all times.
Yeah, the Neighbor just picked up these rockets. Shot 2 didn't kill anyone, but these are going to be key if Triggers down wants to get back top control.
And that is the second rocket we've seen out of Triggers down. Props to Bravo keeping track of those times. Hysteria had one earlier. Now you're going to check out Ogre 2 is going to get this sniper rifle from Final Boss. A nice headshot connecting with Hysteria, was dropping down there after missing his first shot. Put another shot on a player, taking down the shields, and now Ogre 2, listening to callouts, is going to relocate.
Ogre 2 just needs to play this nice and slow, and they're going to come to him eventually because they have to.
35-35, Final Boss with the sniper. Triggers down with the rocket. It's in the hands of Hysteria.
Neighbor,
excuse me. And now Neighbor is going to miss that whip rocket there. That is going to come back and hurt him. FearItSelf staying alive. Totz finishing off a kill from lobby.
Right now, out of the 7 rockets that Triggers down has shot, only 2 have actually connected with Final Boss players.
That's good. That's good rocket use.
Yeah, they could be a little bit better.
Slightly.
Shooting some puck
Hysteria versus Pistola one-on-one battle. Finally, you see the help from Open Street, and Hysteria is going to get cleaned up there. 40-39. Final boss still trailing, but they have a great opportunity to come back here.
Yeah. Pistola, what a sneaky route right there. Did you notice that he knew that he knew that Triggers Down knew that he was Rocket 1, so he drops down and goes up open 3.
He knew that he knew that he knew.
Yeah, it was a mouthful.
42-41. Pistola with the camo, waiting for Victor X. They're going to push right back into the lobby. The bait and switch that Chris has been talking about all night long, and now you see 3 of them doing it here on Open Street. Ogre 2 is going to push back home for the pinch.
Yeah, there's just an excellent play by Final Boss right there. Pistola being incredibly sneaky with that camo. Could have probably used it somewhat more effectively, but he did a great job.
Here we go, guys. Down to the last 5 kills for each team. Pistola making his push into the lobby. You see Victor X coming in from Sword. Now they're going to make their push on Open. Great teamwork once again, winning the battles with 2 BRs against 1. You're going to do that every time. And the last kill's back. Sword can't get it. Finally, Batmayne going to go down at the hands of FearItSelf.